before that?
Well, straightened, relaxed, plaited, cornrowed. I've done it all.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've been round the world with my hair.
I hear what you're saying, sister. I mean, there's something about black women and their hair. Some kind of politic. Something I'd like to understand, actually. Take a look at this. Natural, nice little neat afro. Kimberly got the straight thing going on underneath this wig. And then we have it. What might be considered the ultimate in bruticalness. Dreadlocks. I remember when I was 12 years old, my mum offered me the gift of getting my hair processed. I remember I wanted to have a curly perm. I didn't want to have straight hair like everybody else. Everybody in here remember the curly perm? Some of us had it, didn't we? We went there. We know that juicy curly perm thing. I was lucky. I happened to have a perm that just curled, but it wasn't wet and juicy. I had people say to me, "Where are you from? Your hair looks kind of Indian-y." Now, getting my hair processed meant I went from being the girl from around the way to the girl with the good hair from Guadalupe. However, as I got older, I wanted to be able to flick, flick, swish, swish. I wanted to have straight hair, and I remember going to the big woman's hairdressers and having that Chernobyl odor. Taking the kink out of my natural hair. It's a natural thing. It curls tightly. Some people's does, some people's doesn't. But I remember having straight hair. I remember one particular day, and this is the brother who changed my life. In fact, before I even go there, I have to tell you that having the kink taken out was like finding the missing link between why it was that I felt disconnected from a rootical part of myself that I wasn't even aware of at that age. This is the brother who changed my life. I remember one particular sleepless night with the rollers, waking up the next day, blow drying, pink. Who remembers pink? No, okay. I'm the only one who remembers pink. There's a pink oil thing that you can put into your hair that helps it to stay straight. You remember pink? All right. Putting loads of pink in my hair and hairspray, and I was there for like maybe 2.5 hours positioning my perfect bob. It was beautiful. My bob was beautiful, only to have the whole thing blown to oblivion as soon as I opened the front door. So I get on the tube now, and obviously the tube, there's lots of wind rushing through the tube tunnels, and I'm enjoying this. You know, my hair is blowing in the wind. Flick, flick. Flick, flick. Flick, flick. Look at me. I'm Sandra D. Proud of my bobs blowing the wind ability. I flick, I swish, it's every black girl's wish to have a bob like me. Then this brother approaches me, fine, so I'm feeling all right because my hair looks good.
Excuse me, yeah? But, why do you straighten your hair?
You mean? Well, yeah, you have to defend yourself as a woman because I've heard this question asked so many times. Why do I straighten my hair? Well, it's more manageable, it's more versatile, there's so many things I can do with it.
Is it because you're trying to be white? I think it looks disgusting.
Do you often do this? Do you often get on the tube and offend women you don't know?
I find your hair offensive.
And he spits on the ground. Now obviously I shrink to about this size, and the tube train that comes in, I don't get on it, I let him go. And I've had a good think about it, you know? A really good think about it. He changed my life, because within the next 3 weeks I was wearing head wraps. I found myself connected to the spoken word scene, and I was finding my Africanness. I was finding myself going backwards, backwards, backwards in time. I was doing a mission of Sankofa, looking backwards to come forward. Then I went to my barber's. There's an old school friend of mine called Conrad. And I sat down and I said, Conrad, take it off. He looked at me like he was shocked, man. He was like, whoa. And I said, no, don't hand me the black, proud, beautiful Pride magazine. I don't want to look at the hairstyles in there. Do what you do to the brothers who come in here and pay you a fiver to do. So he took out the chrome, man. I walked out of there like I had just had a whole ton of change dropped out of my mind. And the sun was hitting my ears. It's been ages with that bob. And I also found that this was open season. This is where race hate found reason. How many times did I get called a wog because I was mistaken for a bloke? I like my jeans and my trainers. I got called a black, see you next Tuesday. Sometimes I was even called, hey, batty boy. Sorry. One time I had this experience. Excuse me, have you got the time? Excuse me, mate, have you got the time? Ooh, sorry, love. Yeah, it happened a few times. Then I remembered the day that I wanted to grow locks. My locks grew long, they grew thick, they grew happy. But this didn't change a thing. It still seemed to be open season. I remember the brother who said to me, is it real? Is it fake? Is it fashion? Is it fake because I can't show you respect if you wear Rasta? They would hang you in Jamaica, stone you. Are you praying to the Most High Selassie I because I can't show you respect if you wear Rasta? What, none at all? Not even as a black woman? Not even as a human being walking the planet? Now I won't mind, but this brother had no hair. He was a peeler. Then I remember the day that this brother came up to me. He was riding his bike down Tottenham High Street, and he stopped me. He had dreads, long dreadlocks, and he said to me, "Wow, sister, empress, queen, princess, I must express you have such pretty dress and I am under duress because my heart, it did flip in my chest." Yes, I must express it is so refreshing. It is a righteous blessing that you and I must breed up for the tribe of as a black woman, coming to terms with my features and my hair, it didn't matter what I had on top of my head. Somebody always had something to say about it, you know? People still do. So I decided I was just going to do what I wanted. I used to have 173 dreadlocks on my head. Yeah, I took the time to count it. But since I've taken the sides off, I don't know how much I've got right about now. But I decided to do whatever I want to do. And I think what's political, sister? Because I feel you're playing with that train experience. Why I think it's political when you stand up here and try to reach to young Kimberly. It's like it's your esteem that's political. It's how you feel yourself in your own skin that's political. Not what's on your head, mate. Not what's on your head.